We saw our city bounce back and bet on the future.
We saw our nation speak up and chart a course.
Fundraising.
We saw our world come together in triumph and tragedy.
Together, we shared all the moments of sadness.
Turned into the big orange fireball.
Together, we shared all the moments that entertained.
Now together, we'll share all the promise of a brand new year.
A Detroit woman says thanks to all the people who came to her aid after someone firebombed her house. I'm John Noel. The story coming up.
This is Gregory, and he has a great story to tell. He received a Christmas present that's going to help to save his life. I'm Nancy McCauley. We'll be along with that story in just a minute.
And an elderly woman dies as fire races through her home. Firefighters believe this blaze was sparked by children.
This is Fox 2 News at 10.
A family triumphs over tragedy with the help of volunteers. Tonight, a story of how a fire ignited a flame in the hearts of strangers. Good evening, I'm Tamra Iwerks. Mike Redford has the night off. Our top story tonight is about a Detroit woman separated from her children because of a firebomb tossed into their home. That happened in the dead of night. Only this story might surprise you because this woman says she is blessed. Fox 2's John Noel explains.
43-year-old Shannon Bonner could be feeling sorry for herself right now, but she isn't.
Oh, I felt blessed the moment I got up off the floor.
Got up off the floor after being knocked down by a firebomb tossed through the back bedroom window of her home on Appeline near Linden.
I heard glass breaking, and then before I could even think of anything, a ball of fire was headed my way. And it hit me in the chest, and that's when the flames went everywhere.
That fireball engulfed Bonner's face, neck, and chest. She had to spend more than a month in the hospital undergoing 2 operations. Doctors took skin from her thighs to cover her injuries. But while Bonner still is feeling some pain right now, what she feels most is grateful that the 5 children who were in the house with her were not hurt, and for all those who came to her aid.
I want to thank the fire stations, the EMS that came to my aid. Everyone was very kind, very efficient. The emergency room at Receiving Hospital, they were also very kind.
And even after she was released from the hospital, Bonner says there was one Detroit firefighter
who took me back and forth to my visits for the doctor, for my care, Neville's, who was here every morning to pick me up.
So, while Bonner still doesn't know why someone would do this to her home, she'd rather think about all the good that has happened to her since.
You don't think people care, but there was so many people that was so kind to me that I do feel blessed.
In Detroit, John Noel, Fox 2 News.
Right now, Bonner, her 3 children, and 2 grandchildren are staying with various relatives. Bonner says she hopes to have them all under one roof within a couple of weeks. Tonight, Oak Park police say they are on the verge of arresting a suspect in the 4-month-old murder of a teenage girl. 13-year-old Desiree West disappeared from her Oak Park home in August. A month later, her body was discovered along the Rouge River in Detroit. Police say she had been suffocated or strangled. West's mother, who doesn't want to appear on camera, says she hopes whoever police arrest will tell her what happened to her daughter.
I would love to hear a confession from him, but realistically, I wouldn't expect him to confess, but whatever answers I may be able to get, I'll accept.
The prime suspect in West's murder has always been her mother's former boyfriend. He is in jail on an unrelated charge. A tragic house fire in Pontiac tonight. An 81-year-old grandmother died when the home she was in went up in flames. It happened on the 900 block of Dewey. The fire department tells Fox 2 it was sparked by 2 children she was babysitting in the home. The kids were playing with matches down in the basement. Fire investigators were still at the scene late this evening, sifting through the damage. Federal safety records revealed train crossings are a major hazard here in Metro Detroit. In fact, the top 4 most dangerous crossings are right here in our area, and 2 are among the most deadly in the nation. You're looking at Michigan's most dangerous crossing at Metro Parkway in Clinton Township. It ranks 52nd out of more than 100,000 in the country. The second most dangerous in the state is at Pontiac Trail and Wixom Road. In Mount Clemens, a preschooler has received the most wonderful Christmas gift possible. We first told you about the plight of little Gregory Podursky in September. He needs heart surgery, but first he needs a supply of a very rare blood type. Tonight, Fox 2's Nancy McCauley has a follow-up to Gregory's dramatic story.
Here comes going around.
He bubbles with energy and life. Just looking at 3-year-old Gregory, you'd never suspect he needs a heart operation.
They have to repair his artery and possibly replace a valve if need be at that time. They will not know until they get in there.
So this is a problem from birth?
Yes, it is. They found it the day after he was born.
In order to perform the life-saving open heart surgery, doctors need a supply of blood, which was a problem for Gregory because he has a rare blood type, AB positive. So Fox 2 put out a call for blood donors last fall.
When viewers heard that Gregory needed help, 99 people stepped forward. About half of them were able to offer their rare AB positive blood. The others offered support and even Christmas gifts.
I had a lady come from Oxford that has 10 grandchildren, and she bought Gregory a monkey, and she also brought the little guardian angel pin. So it was very nice.
Didn't some nice people come and see you? And they want to help you?
Yeah.
Why do you think they wanted to come and help you? Is it because you're so darn cute?
Yeah.
Mr. Personality will tell you that he had a wonderful Christmas, but he has no idea that strangers gave him a priceless gift to fix his heart. Their blood will help to save his life when he has his surgery on January 21st. In Mount Clemens, Nancy McCauley, Fox 2 News.
The family says it can't thank enough the dozens of people who have stepped forward to help Gregory, especially all of the nurses and staff who collected the blood at his blood drive earlier this month. New reports are coming in about the dangers of a popular toy this holiday season. 3 children have been attacked by a doll. It's called the Cabbage Patch Snack Time Kid. CNN's Heather Cabot has the latest scare from New Haven, Connecticut.
5-year-old Stephanie is trying hard to cheer up her big sister Amanda. The girls had a frightening morning when one of their Christmas gifts took on a life of its own.
I really won't think that a little doll would do something like that until it happens.
The doll is a snack time Cabbage Patch Kid named Jeannie. Jeannie's supposed to eat play plastic food. She has a battery-operated mechanism to help her swallow. But this morning, she went after Amanda.
She opened her mouth.
And then what happened?
She ate her here.
Did it hurt?
A little bit.
She was running with the doll like this. I thought she was playing, but she was screaming, running all over the place.
Mommy.
And so my father grabbed her, and when he grabbed her, he tried to pull the doll, and he looked, and the doll had her hair caught. It kept pulling and pulling and pulling.
An emergency team was on the spot in minutes and freed Amanda by cutting her hair and taking out the batteries. The Gomez family bought the Snack Time doll here at Super Kmart. When we told the store what happened, employees yanked the doll from the shelves. Snack Time Cabbage Patch Kids are recommended for children 3 and up. But Amanda's brother says now after what happened, he thinks that may be too young.
So if it grabs a little girl or a baby girl or something, it'll be worse because it pulls real strong. If you stick your finger, it'll pull your finger too down.
The doll's manufacturer, Mattel, insists that the doll is safe, and they say they've received fewer than 10 complaints. The National Consumer Product Safety Commission is planning an investigation.
That was Heather Cabot reporting from New Haven. Fox 2 first reported the dangers of this toy last Friday with the story of a 7-year-old Indiana's girl's similar experience with that same doll. This is the last weekend of 1996, but what a year it's been. We'll take a look at Life magazine snapshots of a year filled with laughter and its share of pain. That's coming up at 10:25. Plus, President Clinton makes his pitch on airbags to the auto industry. You'll hear about his plans for safety next.
And our nice warm weather is almost done with us. We'll let you know what we have coming up on Fox 2 News.
A turquoise bowl, a Roman mirror, a leather box, collectibles from around the world. And you'll find them right now at Scott Shuptrine's International Flea Market Sale at savings of 20 to 75%. Scott Shuptrine. Accessories, lamps, accents, all at final inventory markdowns with accessories starting as low as $10. But hurry in for the last weekend of savings. Sale ends Tuesday at 6 p.m. Scott Shuptrine in Troy, Novi, and Bloomfield Hills.
especially good this year, your GMC dealer has a new Jimmy with over 70 cubic feet of cargo space and, of course, a low step-in height. Plus a special offer, gift wrap just for you. Hope you've been good, for goodness sake. Happy holidays from your GMC dealer.
This is Fox 2. Think news. Think Fox 2 News.
After you take your pictures, take your film to Rite Aid, where Kodak film processing is close by. And through January 4th, $5.99 gets you 2 sets of 3-inch prints plus a roll of film, or 2 sets of jumbo 4-inch prints. Your choice, $5.99 with in-store coupon, only at Rite Aid. That ought to bring a smile to your crazy life.
In this life, you need it all.
For your life, Rite Aid's got it.
Toyota's premier sales event is in full swing. It's the 18th annual Toyotathon. At $199 a month, the class-leading performance of Tacoma is grabbing its share of the spotlight. And with up to $2,000 in savings on option packages, the full-size T100 stands tall. Don't be left spinning. Don't miss Toyota's premier sales event.
Recap the Fonts era from A to Z, and who will be the next Lions coach?
Airbags in automobiles have saved thousands of lives, but the exploding devices have also been blamed for the deaths of children, and that's brought demands for change. And this weekend, President Clinton responded to those calls.
The Washington Auto Show comes just a year after this Virginia man and his son survived an accident, though the 5-year-old was in the front passenger seat.
Where airbags, we consider that they contributed to everyone being able to walk away from the scene without any real injury.
Responding to concerns about powerful airbags killing and injuring children and small adults in front seats, President Clinton sanctioned proposals which are being studied by the Department of Transportation and could be in place by spring.
Auto manufacturers will be able to install less powerful airbags to reduce the risk to children and to smaller and older adults. Second, car dealers will be able to deactivate the airbags of any owner who requests it, as long as the owner understands the risks of doing so.
The president also announced a continuation of a Transportation Department ruling which allows for a cutoff switch for the passenger side airbag for cars like this one, a 2-seater, where there is no seat in the back and where children or small adults would have to sit in the front. That is what the head of the area's auto dealers thinks would be a much better option for all cars, rather than disconnecting airbags.
Once the airbags are out of the vehicle, they're virtually gone forever unless somebody, takes the initiative to put them back. And whereas with a kill switch, you can adjust it, for the particular person who's in the car.
Right now, dealerships cannot legally install airbag on-off switches. Safety officials credit airbags with saving at least 1,700 lives. Bob Costantini, Fox News, Washington.
The hostage crisis in Peru is moving into its 3rd week, but there's new hope tonight. Peruvian rebels are holding 83 diplomatic hostages inside the Japanese ambassador's residence. The Red Cross has been providing fresh water and supplies to the compound, and tonight the organization says the rebels will allow the hostages to send messages to their families tomorrow. It'll be their first contact with the outside world since the rebels took over the building 12 days ago. More snow and ice is making life dangerous in Seattle. A new winter storm is pummeling the Pacific Northwest for the 2nd time in 4 days. It's dumped up to 10 inches of snow in Seattle today, and the weight of it has caused roofs to collapse on carports and a marina. Avalanches have closed mountain roads, while the snow has blocked emergency vehicles in their driveways in the city. A Nashville coffee house has cooked up one divine cinnamon bun. Take a look at it. Customers swear they see the face of Mother Teresa in this pastry, and hundreds of people have flocked to the Bongo Java Coffee House to see for themselves. The coffee shop owners have shellacked the bun and are keeping it under lock and key. A Tennessee minister says it may not be a miracle, but it's close enough for Nashville. Christmas 1996 may be behind us, but for those who celebrate Kwanzaa, the holiday is in full swing tonight. A Kwanzaa dinner and dance is underway at The Sting, hosted by Detroit's Learning Institute of Family Education. Some 7 million African Americans celebrate Kwanzaa. The festival embraces 7 daily ideals of life. They are faith, unity, self-determination, collective work, cooperative economics, purpose, and creativity. The holiday started last Thursday and runs for 7 days. This is probably as close as we're going to get to a heat wave in December. Will it continue through the new week ahead? Tracy Geary has the forecast and the Fox 2 Weather Watch next.
Classic TV, late nights on Fox 2 Detroit. At 11, it's Cheers.
I'm going to kiss you hard, and I'm going to kiss you long. In fact, I'm going to kiss you like you've never...
At 11:30, you'll be amazed by the incredible surgical skills of the 407 7th. Then at midnight, find out who's really the boss.
Let's spin the wheel and find out who wins, Vanna.
12:30, it's Classic Cosby. Watch Classic TV the way it was meant to be. Late nights on Fox 2 Detroit.
Clyde's biggest year-end carpet sale is extended. We've reduced/demolished prices. You get total savings on everything. Total because every carpet's now a full 55% off. Total because padding's free. Total because credit's free with no payments till 1998. Add it up. 55% off carpet, free pad, free credit with no payments till 1998. It's Clyde's biggest year-end carpet clearance ever. Nobody beats this sale. Nobody. Extended through Wednesday, New Year's Day, 6 p.m.
Gardner White Furniture.
On December 26th at 10 a.m., Gardner White opened its doors to the biggest sale of the year. Gardner White's year-end sale, with savings of half off and more in every department, including free next-day delivery. Plus, you pay nothing till 1998. No payments, no down payment, and no interest. And Gardner White pays your sales tax. You want it all? You want this sale.
Gardner White Furniture. We're known by the money you keep.
Monday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., the big sale at Bloomfield Dodge and Southfield Chrysler Jeep. Every Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge, Jeep, Eagle, and Dodge truck are on sale. This Monday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at Bloomfield Dodge on Telegraph north of Square Lake Road and Southfield Chrysler Jeep on the south side of the Tel 12 Mall. The big sale, Monday, 9 to 9.
Fox 2 Weather, brought to you by Bloomfield Dodge and Southfield Chrysler Plymouth.
We're still trying to figure out that Mother Teresa and a cinnamon bun, which is far more interesting than the cold weather that's moving back in.
I just say better her than one of us on a cinnamon bun for a face. We had lots of fog this morning, not dealing with that right now. That blew past as our cold front moved through. And here's a look at our exclusive street level radar, and you can see it is free and clear of rain. So if we have any rain tonight, it's just going to be very light drizzle and just a mist. Right now, cloudy 36, 82% humidity at Metro Airport, and the winds are west at 13 miles per hour. The barometer is on its way up. And our satellite picture, as we put it into motion, you can see where the wind is pushing to the northeast, and it's going to leave behind mostly cloudy skies for us tonight and mostly cloudy skies for us in the morning and most of tomorrow. Just some snow in the north tip of Michigan, and then you can see where they're really getting hit hard off to the Pacific Northwest, where they're having all those storms, rain and snow combined. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, 31 degrees, just a peak of sunshine. Noon, 34, and by 5 p.m., 35 degrees, so not very warm for tomorrow. Cloudy and drizzle, a low of 29 overnight tonight, and then tomorrow mostly cloudy and a high of only 36 degrees, so we hope you enjoyed that while it lasted. Tuesday will be dry, and then watch out, Tamara. Here comes the rain and the snow mix as we head into the new year, Wednesday and Thursday. But the temperatures aren't too bad. They're going to be in the lower 40s, so
and nothing
we can deal with that.
Yeah, nothing compares to how bad it is in the Pacific Northwest. They can't get a break out there.
That's right. So not too bad.
Thanks, Tracy. Still ahead, a peek at Life Magazine's year-end tradition. We'll look back at highlights of the year slipping by with Life's photographers. That's coming up at 10:25. But first,
and they do something they haven't done in a long time. I'm Mark Wilson. We'll show you that. Plus, are the Lions ready for a real radical change? Wait to hear Van Malone's idea for a new head coach. That plus a great big game coming up on the Sports Zone at 10:30. Radical.
Packed with excitement,
loaded with savings. New York Carpet World's year-end bargain bash. Rock-bottom prices with not 1, but 2 years credit free. Yes, 2 years, till $19.99. Deep price cuts on classic styles, daring discounts on traditional favorites, and the newest carpet fashions. Prices destroyed on vinyls, ceramic, wood floors, and look, credits free for 2 full years, till $19.99. Don't wait, shop early. Get to New York Carpet World by Wednesday.
Whoa! This time of year means great shopping and slippery roads! To help get around safely, shop for a Chevy Blazer. There are some great smart lease offers during the Chevy Make Your Money Count year-end event. The Blazer's driver control system is designed to give you a little security in an insecure world. Chevy dealers are making great offers on other cars and trucks, too. With Blazer, you can shop no matter what the weather.
Visit your Greater Detroit Chevy Geo dealer today.
This is Fox 2. Think news. Think Fox 2 News.
Get what you want. Everyone's got a year-end sale, but don't get a car because it's on sale. Get what you want. Get what you want. Right now, your Pontiac dealer has year-end closeout values on the car you want. Like low 3.9% APR GMAC financing and no payments for 90 days on the Sunfire or a new Bonneville. Or choose the popular Grand Am and get the 3.9% financing or $1,000 cash back. Get what you want. It all ends January 2nd, so see your local Pontiac dealer today and get what you want.
When it comes to sports, there's only one, Zone. Look back at 96 to your school style, best of the preps you could be on, and we'll check one of the great individual nights in Wings history. It's Circa. So stand back, hold on tight, and turn on the Zone, the Sports Zone, tonight at 10:30 on Fox 2 Detroit.
Experience, technology, pinpoint accuracy. Fox 2's Melvin Epps, tracking weather right down to your neighborhood. Think news. Think Fox 2 News.
The Lions can only sit back and, I guess, start their off-season early. How about
Yeah, they're
that,
in a little
Mark?
golf action right now, yeah. And Lions fans, they can only watch and salivate this stuff, Tamara. And I've seen some of those people at the Dome, and salivating is no problem. The playoffs seem light years away for the Lions, but 2 teams that beat them this season, Eagles and Niners, met in windy, cold, rainy San Francisco, 3-Com Park. And Ty Detmer, the quarterback of the Eagles, got injured, had to leave. Didn't matter because he wasn't doing much anyhow. 2 picks in the first half for Detmer and 2 TDs for the game for Frisco. In the third, Steve Young and Jerry Rice for the umpteenth time. 14-0. Niners shut out Philly. San Fran plays at Green Bay next week in Pittsburgh. AFC wildcard game, Indy and the Steelers. Detroit's Jerome Bettis with a huge day, a couple of scores. And Jimmy Harbaugh, no miracle comebacks today. Chad Brown sacked him thrice. 42-14, Pittsburgh routs the Colts. Steelers will play at New England next weekend. Much more on the Sports Zone. I hate those crazies over there. Here's the season 2 go bowling in Iowa. Cedric Shaw bowling over the Texas Tech defense tonight in the Alamo Bowl. What a touchdown. He's outrunning the Red Raiders' 2,000-yard man, Byron Hanspard. Iowa got the 2-pointer on the Matt Sherman pass to Chris Knepper here. It's 17-zip. Iowa over Texas Tech in the third quarter. Could be another Big Ten win. MSU plays Stanford in the Sun Bowl Tuesday. Michigan and Bama in the Outback Bowl on New Year's Day. After losing to Memphis this morning, the Wolverines bounced back by nearly losing to Washington State today. Michigan wins in Hawaii tonight, 85-79. Brandon Hughes, career-high 19 points. Wolverines now 9-1. They'll play Pitt tomorrow in Hawaii. But tonight at River Rouge, we had a biggie in high school hoops. So don't be nervous. Don't be a disaster. You're our teenage guest sportscaster.
Hi, this is Marseille, manager from the undefeated Detroit Country Day boys basketball team, 2-time defending state champions. Welcome to the Motor City Brown Ball Classic. Mark, I don't want to hear about it. I want to see it.
Thank you, Marcel. You'll see it. You shall. Yes, Country Day of Detroit King. David Weber, Chris's brother, alley-oop to Shane Battier. The kid who's headed to Duke puts it down. DCD with the lead for King. Ken Richardson had to work on Battier tonight. Laid it over the future Mr. Basketball. But Battier dominant. The Jackets lead the Crusaders in the second half at River Rouge in the big Round Ball Classic. Big year-ending Sports Zone show tonight. Go back in the archives to wrap up the Wayne Fonts era. Wait till you hear Van Malone and who he thinks should be the next Lions head coach. Hockey's the big game. We look back at 96 into your school. And giving away that Iowa personal stereo and Turbo Trivia, so don't miss it. Tamra, 10:30.
We'll be there, Mark. Thank you. 1996 was a year filled with laughter, pain, and politics, although not always at the same time. A president was reelected, a suspect arrested in the Unabomber case, and America's most eligible bachelor is no longer available. CNN's Marianne McMahon talked to Life magazine about the year in pictures.
1996, says Life magazine, was the year of the kid.
When we were looking at the news of the year, we saw that kids were doing things that in the past we'd frequently associated with grown-ups.
I woke up at, I think it was 5:30,
and I had to go to Good Morning America. Then I went to the Tomorrow Show or the Today Show. Then I went home and I relaxed, watched Independence Day.
Jeffrey Mayer's fly ball catch helped the Yankees become World Series champs, and Christina Skleros was their good luck charm.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
Then there was Jonathan Previtt, the 6-year-old accused of sexual harassment for kissing a girl.
When you see him with the big glasses and those open eyes, we just love this kid. And so we thought, well, maybe we would show him being kissed.
It was the year Americans re-elected Bill Clinton, and Russians handed Boris Yeltsin a second term, as heart surgeons handed him a second lease on life. And it was the year 230 people lost their lives aboard TWA Flight 800.
We looked at lots of pictures. We looked at pictures of debris. And finally, we actually decided in this case to take our own picture to bring together 3 women who lost their fiancés on the plane.
These girls were on the verge of really breaking down. And it was obvious from speaking to them that they might not marry again.
1996 saw the arrest of a suspect in the Unabomber case. Life chose to run this photograph full frame.
You can see more of him. You see his clothes with the holes. You see the dirt on his body. And it had a feel to it, a mystical kind of eerie feel to it that I thought all the close-ups didn't have.
Familiar faces passed away. George Burns, Gene Kelly, Minnie Pearl, Ella Fitzgerald, Barbara Jordan, and master birdwatcher Roger Torrey Peterson.
He probably was what probably my grandfather in Scotland would say, one of nature's gentlemen.
Life's editors had no problem agreeing on the Year in Pictures cover, John Kennedy Jr. and his new bride.
We knew that this was the picture that we thought captured at least the hopefulness of the year.
Marianne McGann, CNN, New York.
And, of course, Mark's favorite moment of 1996, Mother Teresa on a bun. He loves that story. That's the news this Sunday night. Tomorrow morning on Fox 2, how to preserve your family's holiday pictures forever. That starts at Eyewitness Morning at 5:55 a.m. We'll see you back here next week, and Sports Zone is next. Have a happy and healthy new year. Good night.
At Fox 2 News, in order to sit here, you can't just sit around. That's why Fox 2's Rich Fisher never sits still. He's on the streets, working for you, getting the story and getting it right. Fox 2's Rich Fisher, professional, confident. Detroit's news leader. Face it, to sit here, you gotta get out there. Fox 2 News Rich Fisher. Think news. Think Fox 2 News.
A lot of records were broken in 1996, and we have until January 3rd to break another during our Jeep and Eagle year-end celebration. With a great lease rate of just $299 a month on a new Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, a spectacular $199 lease on Jeep Cherokee Sport. Plus, check out Wrangler for as low as $13,995. So help us set another record in 1996. Hurry in today to the year-end celebration at your Jeep and Eagle dealer.
See your Southeast Michigan Jeep and Eagle dealers.
We saw our city bounce back and bet on the future.
We saw our nation speak up and chart a course. Fundraising.
We saw our world come together in triumph and tragedy.
Together, we shared all the moments of sadness.
Turned into the big orange fireball.
Together, we shared all the moments that entertained.
Now together, we'll share all the promise of a brand new year.
Super hot, non-stop Fox 2 is throwing the official Super Bowl kickoff party. You can win tickets to go to Fishbones in Southfield for food, music, and prizes. Plus, you'll be part of the audience of the live Fox 2 Football Sunday Super Bowl special. Just send a postcard to Fox 2 Super Hot Super Bowl Contest, P.O. Box 2, Southfield, Michigan, 48037. Or watch Fox 2 Football Sunday for more details. It's all on Super Hot, non-stop Fox 2.
We are Fox 2 Detroit.
On the Sports Zone, we bid adieu to Wayne Fonts, who got fired this week.
What do you mean I'm fired? What's the deal?
Fired, yes, but never forgotten, Wayno. And the last team to beat you, blank the Eagles today. Yes, the Eagles have landed right on their faces. Captain Comeback, he's now Captain Chip Tooth. And Harbaugh's alma mater, hooping in Hawaii, went up with Memphis Smoke. And how about a high five for Sergey? So join us as we ring out the old and ring in the new.
Hi, I'm Van Malone of the Detroit Lions. 96 is done, and we're looking for a bigger and brighter 97. Stay tuned for the Sports Zone with Mark.
Hey, Van, thank you, man. I just thought of something. Now that Wayne is gone, okay, what do you think about me as the next head coach of the Lions?
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah.
What?
Right.
What? Roll the open. What? I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good idea. I could put 13 men on the field for a Hail Mary pass. Want to thank Van Malone for opening the Sports Zone tonight. Get to him in a moment. But isn't it weird? For the first time since September 1st, we have no Lions game to talk about. The Fonz era is over. There's a void in our lives. Can we ever get over it? Sure. Let's begin with the team that finished off the Lions season just about a week ago now. The Niners, hosting another Lion killer, the Philadelphia Eagles. Former Niner Ricky Waters heard this all day. Boo! Bum! And guess what? Waters didn't do diddly. Steve Young got San Fran on the board first, second quarter, sees a lane and takes it. 10-yard run, nice piece of work, Young. And that was all Frisco needed on a rainy day by the Bay. Young got hurt, and so did Ty Detmer 3 times. Detmer moved Philly into the red zone only to be quashed. First time he got picked off right before the half. Later, he hurt his hamstring, had to leave the game. It was the right hamstring, and that was it for Ty Detmer. Mark Rippon came in, and he was awful. Eagles didn't score a point today. Jerry Rice beats Bobby Taylor. Watch this play. And it's going to set up another score. Only the second of the day for the Niners, but again, it's all they needed. Young to Rice, blah, blah, blah. It happens on the touchdown, too. 14-0 Niners, that's how it ends. First shutout for him in 7 years. So much for the Eagles and Ray Rhodes against his former team. San Fran moves on to play the Packers. You'll see it here next weekend. In the Berg, rematch of the AFC title game, Colts and Steelers. Charles Johnson, some fancy footwork on Jason Felser, and he keeps his drive going for Pittsburgh. And Cordell Stewart finishes. Replaces Mike Tomczak, always inside the 5. Stewart leaps over the top, 10-0 steel curtain. Before the game, Coach Bill Cowher got a kiss from his daughter. She told him, get Chad Brown to sack the quarterback. So he did. 3 times he got to Michigan's Jim Harbaugh. They were legal hits. Indianapolis had about 5 minutes of success today. Mike Tomczak picked off Eugene Daniel. 60 yards later, he had the Colts on the board. The crowd was stunned. And it didn't help matters that Harbaugh found the touch, too, for a while. 48-yard pass play here to Marvin Harrison, and Indy was golden, kids. A couple of plays later, before the half, Harbaugh hooks up with Ann Arbor's very own Aaron Bailey. The kid from Pioneer High School puts him up 14-13. But that was the end of that. Steelers scored the next 29 points. Detroit native Jerome Bettis scored twice. He had a big day. And then Steeler defense dominated. Jimmy picked off by Levon Kirkland. And then Carnell Lake a little later is going to recover the bad Harbaugh-Falk exchange. What happened to Marshall Falk? And Chad Brown, the man who has pet snakes at home, snaked Harbaugh again. 42-14. Pittsburgh makes the rematch a joke. Steelers will go to New England next week. They look rock solid. And Harbaugh, all he got today was a chipped tooth. So much for Captain Comeback. Get that repaired, Jimmy. So this coming weekend, Pittsburgh plays at New England against Parcells and the Pats. Those amazing Jacksonville Jaguars, who upset Chris Spielman, and the Bills yesterday, play at Denver. In the NFC, it's the Niners and Cheeseheads at Lambeau next weekend. Those amazing Carolina Panthers, yeah, host the Dallas Cowboys, who crushed Minnesota yesterday. You're going to see that game on Fox 2 next Sunday at 4 o'clock. How about a Carolina-Jacksonville Super Bowl? I would love it. Wouldn't you love it? Carolina, Jacksonville, the 2-year-old expansion teams playing each other. Could happen. The fun is going to begin on Monday. You thought the Wayne Watch was a hoot? Ho, ho, ho. Just wait till all the prospective candidates for Fonz's job start marching into Pontiac. Anyone we don't recognize becomes a possible coaching replacement. On Fox 2 Football Sunday this morning, Eric Hipple, Tom Kowalski from the Oakland Press, and Lions safety Van Malone joined me to talk about it. Kowalski's pick was obvious. Malone, his choice was a little more avant-garde. Quickly, what do you think? Who's the next guy? Who's in, Eric? You know what? I'm going to defer to Tom because he's all knowledgeable on everything else.
We're just saying you said all day. You know, I think Pete Carroll's got to be the guy that you look at. I mean, you know, Parcells and guys like Reeves and those guys, but Pete Carroll to me is a guy who's got experience. He's been with the winner. He's young, and I think that he's the guy who can really turn this, not turn it around, but be the guy to take him to the next level. If Parcells isn't there, I don't think he will be. I think it's got to be Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll, that's what I say too. Van, do you have a preference?